mighty Big Brother! Yes! 2 nights ago, our French firecracker trotted out of those doors in an explosion of pink and peroxide. But the drama in the house didn't end with her exit. Face-to-face nominations were back with a bang. Old fights were reignited, and with the final fast approaching, tactical voting came into play. Tonight, it's double trouble as we're delivering you not 1, but 2 fresh VIP evictees. Audley, Adele, Gary, James, Kelly, and Stephanie are all in the danger zone. Only you have the power to throw them a lifeline. Remember, you are voting to save. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. To save Audley, add 01. To save Adele, add 05. To save Gary, add 07. To save James, add 09. To save Kelly, add 10. To save Stephanie, add 14. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5+1, +24 or on demand. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
Now, please be aware of unofficial apps. Only the official app and website contain the correct voting details. And remember, you are voting to save. Lines will be freezing shortly, so make sure you don't miss out on nominating who you want to leave. OK, we've got a busy night ahead of us, so let's crack on with it. It's back to yesterday, and someone's in for a hearty breakfast.
Day 18, 10:28 a.m. George is cooking breakfast for Stephanie.
Morning!
Stay there! Stay looking at me! Stay looking at me!
Oh, he nearly fell over again.
Good girl.
Good girl.
You're delivering your surprise.
Oh! Breakfast surprise!
Breakfast surprise!
The house looks like it's divided now. You got them 4 in there. Adele's switching between
You
sides
said
now.
that last night,
Probably
didn't
Adele
you?
feels uncomfortable now because she goes to me.
I don't think she will switch. I think she'll
No,
probably
she's uncomfortable now because she said, I got
stay.
the same amount of people nominated me as Gary. I can't believe it.
I think I need to get more in the real world and understand that a lot of people are in here now to further their career. Remember I said it last night? 2 people have said to me in the past 2 days it's about progressing their career.
Right.
Who said that?
Adele and Steph.
I've got to be careful what I say because I'm fed up people saying that I keep saying I want to go out because I haven't said that.
No, you have.
I have.
You
No,
have.
the first week.
No, you said it a lot this week as well, Carl.
I'm not going to talk about leaving the house now. I'm just going to say...
Don't humour them, don't rise to them, don't... You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you don't want to go, you're ready to go when you go.
This is war.
It's not.
It is. It's us against them now.
2:21 p.m. Audley and Adele are discussing last night's nominations.
Are you OK now?
Huh? I'm good. Are you OK now?
Oh, my God.
Are you OK now, Adele?
Yeah.
4, the big 4.
Yeah, I got the same amount as Gary. I think I was an easy target last night.
Yeah.
Very, and I think that I honestly think that people backed off of what nominations were last night in comparison to the first one.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was trying to be really nice and really easy going, and I'm an easy target to go, I know, I can say you, and I can say something nice, and that's great.
Right. I think gloves are off now. Friday, whoever survives, I've said to George, I said, oh, OK, George, gloves are off. Whoever survives, that's it now.
I think I was surprised you didn't vote Gary over me.
Yeah.
Really surprised. So I was like, what? He doesn't want Gary out and he mauling his chicken? Please.
Yeah, see, it's like, when I look at Gary, I don't look at my dad, no way, but when I see some of the things my dad does, so that's why I give Gary a pass, because, and then older people, they're just like, they're stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
They like things done a certain way.
I agree. My nana was the same. Like, she was very like that, very stuck in her ways.
Yeah, and
But
it's like,
I went with Gary because he's rude.
yeah.
Like, and there are moments that I enjoy. I meant it. And there are moments
Yeah.
that I enjoy it, and then there are other moments where he's damn rude to
Yeah.
everyone.
Dee and Lauren have joined Gary by the pool.
He's looking at your sandwich. He's looking at your sandwich.
Oh. Are they eating? Are they eating?
I don't, he had breakfast. I think George and that did him something to eat for breakfast, but I'm not doing it anymore. Sure, we can make a sandwich.
Should I ask him?
It's up to you. He said to Adele this morning he loves it here because it's like being in a hotel. So Adele's stepping back from making him stuff and doing his washing and stuff now. That's taking the piss. It's not like being in a hotel. It's because people here have wanted to help you. If you think it's because you've been, you know, it's like being in a hotel, then things will have to change.
I should be able to say, oh, I'm really hungry. Do you mind if I have some so?
He shouldn't even have to say that. He can just go and help himself.
Are you hungry?
No, ma'am.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't want a sandwich?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
That's okay.
Satisfaction guaranteed with the empty stomach. Thank you very much.
That's all right.
Way to butter up beauty, Lauren. Right, it's time for a quick breather. When we return, it gets brutal in the house. Plus, we'll be finding out who you have saved from a trip to Eviction City. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you very soon. Welcome back to a live double eviction of Celebrity Big Brother. We've got a very special bog-off offer on our celebrities this evening. It's evict one, get one free. Audley, Adele, Gary, James, Kelly and Stephanie are all in the bargain bin, but we're about to put two of them back on the shelf. Shall we save some celebrities? Okay. It's time to talk to the house. Celebrity Big Brother house, this is Emma.
Hi, Emma!
Audley. Adele. Gary. James. Kelly.
That's not too bad, okay? It's a bit better.
Stephanie. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. For the last 2 days, the British public have been voting to save. I can now reveal the two housemates with the most votes and therefore safe from eviction are, in no particular order, James. James, you are safe. And
Oh, come on.
Gary. Gary, you are also safe.
Yeah. Thank you.
Audley. Adele. Kelly. Stephanie. talking to you again later on this evening to reveal who will be evicted.
Love you, people.
You and James say.
Because you're the best.
Well done, James. Obviously being the bad guy's paid off.
You know what it is, James?
So the Brad Pitt of Ballroom is safe. OK, the vote lines are once again open for you to save your fave. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. To save Audley, add 01. To save Adele, add 05. To save Kelly, add 10. To save Stephanie, add 14. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5+1, +24 or on demand.
You can find terms on the Big Brother website. OK, get yourself settled in. It's appraisal time in the house and the celebrities are not holding back.
(4:35 p.m). For today's task, housemates will give one another some helpful, anonymous feedback by answering a series of questions about each other in Big Brother's survey. One by one, they must then stand up and read the housemates' feedback about them aloud to the group. Housemates can choose whether to own up to the feedback they've written or remain anonymous.
Oh, least.
This is your favourite task ever.
Yes, brilliant.
Fingers are going to kick off later, aren't they?
Housemates, are you all ready to go on a journey of self-improvement? Audley, will you open your envelope and take out your feedback form?
Which housemate has the worst character traits or habits? What are they and what do they need to do to improve? Audley, because Audley is very rude and direct with all housemates. And because he cooks, he gets away with it. Maybe give other people a chance in the kitchen and speak to people how you would like them to speak to you.
This is Big Brother. If the housemate who wrote this feedback would like to reveal their identity, they should stand up now.
Game on.
James, you now have the opportunity to explain your feedback further.
I think Audley came in here with a game plan to make sure he stays in the kitchen. I believe someone has given him that information. Anyone who's a good cook gets to go quite a long way in this competition. I do think that you're very bossy, the way you speak to people. I think it's been pointed out to you before that you're quite rude sometimes, and you have tried to change that. And basically everything is on that piece of paper.
Sometimes I am rude and direct, and I do apologise for that. I am working on it, but sometimes it has to be said. Sometimes people don't like it, but it's for the majority of the group. It's for the right reasons. Which one housemate should be more entertaining? Audley, because apart from cooking, Audley is one of the most boring people in the house. He thinks he is king of the castle, but can't back it up. So glad that James had the balls to stand up to him.
This is Big Brother. If the housemate who wrote this feedback would like to reveal their identity, they should stand up now.
Come on, George, you got to stand. It's got to be George.
I didn't write it. I'd stand up if I did. I'd stand up to all of them.
Oh, hilarious.
The housemate that left you this feedback wishes to remain anonymous.
Which housemate has the worst character traits or habits? What are they and what do they need to do to improve? George, because he is trying to use humour to hide his aloofness to life. His habit of excess drinking and clowning is his escape from facing his responsibilities. He needs to grow up and fix up.
This is Big Brother. If the housemate who wrote this feedback would like to they can stand up now.
Explain yourself. What do you mean excessive drinking?
So, I think, George, you have a drinking problem. I really do think you have a drinking problem. And if I was you, when you leave here, I'd go on a real detox and take some time out for yourself. Because I think all the clowning and the aloofness that you do show, I think, is really a cry for help.
I appreciate that, and I'm really glad that you care about me so much, and I think I'm going to take something from you, and when I get home, just train, cook and sleep.
Thank you.
Lauren, it's obvious how much she wants to win, but she does nothing really to help herself. She needs to start doing more around the house and stop letting everyone wait on her every demand. Also, she needs to control herself when she's been drinking. The flirting and popping tits out by mistake is not very attractive. Have more self-respect. After all of this written above, I do actually really like Lauren, however, not after she drinks.
Ooh.
Why don't I want to stand up?
Wow, did I want to defend that? Ooh.
OK.
Which housemate has the worst character traits or habits? Kelly, because she is selfish, rude, going for the sympathy vote. The only way I believe this person can improve is to leave the house and find out who she wants to be. James is entitled to his own opinion.
It's not just my opinion, I'm just voicing it.
Well, thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Thank heavens we won't have to meet once we leave the house.
Oh, definitely, that will not happen.
There's no love between us.
No. You only live around the corner as well, it's a shame.
It's a shame. You're an excuse for a human being.
I know.
Which one housemate is the most manipulative? D, because D is a force of nature all of her own. At the drop of an unfavourable emotion, she can go into a world of anger and has no concern regarding the feelings of others and their heart. That's kind of deep.
Which housemate has the worst character traits or habits? James, because he has a bad habit of belittling people at their expense of his entertainment, which is a sign of low self-esteem. He wants to be the centre of conversation by being rude. Tut, tut.
When you're ready, big man.
So, when you have humour at somebody else's expense, then I think that's a bad character trait.
It's never been malicious, like the 70 seconds with you.
No, but if somebody says what you're doing is disrespectful, I don't like that, I'm uncomfortable, you don't keep doing it.
I do.
You
I like
adjust.
to keep
Of course you
digging
do,
like
but
that.
that's why you end up getting in trouble like that. That kind of behaviour will get James out, get James out. It's that kind of behaviour that's not good.
Excellent, thank you very much. James, I think you need to be more yourself and not try to be one of the boys. Maybe try not to give out an image of a hard man who does not care what others think about you, because we all deep down care about what others think. Now, you can't always be Mr. Right and leader of the pack. There are some strong personalities here in the house.
I do think underneath it, there is sort of a lost kid who really would like to be liked, but because he's not liked, he tries to be Mr. Nasty to everybody, so we all dislike him.
And I think there's only probably 2 people in here that dislike me, Kelly. I think there's a lot more in here that dislike you.
I'm quite
content that I didn't come in here to make friends, maybe you did, that you need people to accept you for who you're trying to be.
Yeah, I do.
I have friends on the outside world, which you maybe don't have, and I have a family that care about me. And for me, they're still going to be there when I get out. If I leave here with friends, it's a bonus. This is a game. This is something you don't understand.
I am learning a lot about myself, and I'm actually learning a lot about human beings. And do you know what? What I've learned about you, I would hate to like someone like you.
Ah, that's good. You can sit down now, Kelly.
James once again causing a difficult situation. OK, voting will be closing shortly, so get a wriggle on if you want to have your say. After the break, we'll be serving up another slice of house action, and one celebrity will be getting their just desserts. We will catch you on the flip side. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother and a live double eviction! Ooh. We are having a celebrity clear out tonight. Audley, Adele, Kelly, or Stephanie. Two of them will be sharing the cab fare home this evening. You've been voting for the last 2 days and the vote lines are now closed. Please do not call, as your vote won't be counted. We'll be going live to the house for the first eviction very soon. But before all of that, let's squeeze in a little more from yesterday, and the housemates are still surveying the damage.
It's 20 p.m. Lauren's feedback is fresh on her mind.
Don't look so miserable. Just don't look so miserable, Murray. It's only people that are jealous, you know that. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Come on, walk away. Don't let him see you cry.
It's all right.
Don't give him.
All right, I
Don't,
feel like being stupid.
You're not stupid. You're enjoying
I worry
yourself.
enough as well. Like,
Hey.
I wake up, I'm like, oh God, like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, I'm just embarrassing myself.
Don't even
like,
worry about them. It's not worth worrying about. You know, they're all. But listen, there's at least.
and also as well, like, I'm always helping out and picking up stuff.
Yeah,
and
don't.
saying, oh, do you want me to help?
Let me
or
tell you
like,
something. You know, there's 4 or 5 real arseholes in this house.
Yeah.
And it's what DC.
Yeah.
They're drawing lines now.
Thing is, though, as well, like, it makes me laugh how I look at people, what they say, like, picking on Audley for doing the cooking and whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
but
that's so
that's
petty.
stupid.
That's so petty.
And it's like, I think some people are just not being real who they are. They're just being for, I don't know, their self and like, I don't know.
Listen, he can say what he likes, James, about this is only a game. He's desperate to win as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I'd rather be happy. That doesn't mean anything.
No.
Like, I'd rather be happy.
Do you know what? If he behaves like that outside, I can't see him having one friend. Just answer it and smile.
Yeah.
George is in the diary room.
What did you think of how James reacted to his feedback?
I thought he took it on the chin and took it well. I can't even begin to comment on what other people think, but I think James is going to go, definitely. He has been booed well bad, and I'm not being funny. When he talks really slow and stuff. I think people find that really condescending. I feel like James just messes himself up, you know, like he'll come out with stuff and like it makes me cringe, you know. It's like some things best kept like inside, you know. He's a man out for himself.
James wants to come clean to Lauren.
Sit down.
Okay.
I wrote it.
I thought so.
I wrote it, and I didn't want to stand up, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I didn't stand up.
Yeah.
I like you. Honestly, otherwise I wouldn't
Yeah.
talk to you. I wouldn't be having this
Yeah.
conversation. I'd think, you know what? I don't really need to explain myself to
Yeah.
her because I don't like her.
Okay.
But I have come to you because I could see that you were upset, so I wanted to...
So it was a game, it wasn't anything serious?
It wasn't, no, but I was really bored all day, so I thought I'd stir a bit of shit up.
Yeah.
But it kind of backfired on me because I didn't want you to get that upset. I would
Yeah.
never, ever want to upset you like that.
Okay, thank you.
I promise you, hand on my heart.
Okay.
Hand on my heart. However, when you walked into the pool one time in your knickers,
Yeah.
and you asked George, I was running round the pool because you kept coming towards
Sorry.
me. No, because what you have to remember is,
Yeah.
I have a wife on the outside who I absolutely love and adore, and they can cut things in a certain way to make you and me look really shit.
But
do you know what I mean?
Sounds like weird.
It does sound really weird, because I know
like,
you don't look at me in that way whatsoever.
No. Yeah. You know why I am and stuff and whatever, but I can brush things off. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not making it a situation, obviously, because I do wake up, feel like, fuck, what did I say? What did I do? Because I'm in a situation now where me and Ricky are drinking together. Things can look completely different. If I'm having fun with him and I'm in here to have fun, I'm young, I've got no kids, I'm not married, I'm single, I shouldn't worry the way I do. But I do, because I worry about how I look And like,
Correct.
the thing with the self-respect, I think I have.
Listen, no, listen. That, like, for
Yeah.
example, you've never said to me you want to win. But
No,
I
no,
thought
I
I put
never
it down
would
there
say
because I
that.
thought it was funny. Some of the things that I put in there weren't even true.
Yeah.
So you took things personal that
Okay. Well, I
weren't
feel
even
better
true.
now you've said that.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't mean it about me.
I wouldn't have come to you
But
if I
that's
did.
fine. It's fine. I appreciate you talking to me anyway.
(10:10 p.m. Lauren is telling everyone about James's confession.
So when did he tell you that it was him? Straight away?
When I come in the room and
When you
he
came
was
in
looking
from
at me and
me.
I could see he was very uneasy.
Yeah.
And I knew straight away. I knew it was them two.
I knew we were
Adele
sitting on the
nominated
sofa.
her.
Yeah.
And James, because I think he's playing a game massively and he's trying to compete with competition that he thinks, and I
Right.
don't feel like I'm competition.
Right.
But he said, I was playing a game, I wanted to stir it up a bit, da-da-da.
That's bullshit. What did he say? I wouldn't want my, if that was my girl, I wouldn't have her behaving like that. One of the nights about your boob when you jumped in it.
Yeah, but I didn't purposely go, where
So he
did
was
I,
like-
Ricky?
So he was talking about it then. So him writing that now is almost backing up what he said when he was talking about, oh, she shouldn't have done that. Blah, it's not appropriate
Please.
for her to
And
do
then he
that.
went to me, because you're a regular looking girl, and like, if my wife was watching this, I was in the pool for but I'm here with everyone.
Why
like,
do you keep saying
He
that?
keeps on about his wife. What's the matter with this man?
James is talking to Big Brother.
I purposely, on 2 occasions, didn't stand up because I think that's a bigger mind game than actually standing up, because that's when everyone starts getting paranoid. So I thought I was playing a really clever game. And then I saw how upset Lauren got. And like I said at the end of my statement, I do really like Lauren. I think she's a nice girl. She's not got a mean bone in her body. I didn't expect Lauren to take it in such a personal way. She didn't take it in a very good way at all. So, yeah, I played a couple of mind games today and they definitely worked.
Have they worked on Kelly?
Kelly, you can wind Kelly up like this. It's so easy to wind Kelly up. And unfortunately, I don't think she's got the education to be able to sustain a decent argument. Her vocabulary is very limited and she just takes everything very personal, and yeah, she doesn't really know how to get her point across, apart from saying that she's going to leave the house, which she hasn't as yet.
The fact is, when he had a chance to show what he's about, he didn't stand up.
bottle went,
with
yes.
you.
And like you-
I said, pussy-o, who don't stand up? How can you not stand up and you just fire bullets like that at somebody?
I know.
Pussy-o. And I looked around at everybody. I looked at him. He looking all everywhere. So I didn't think it was
you
him.
knew it was him straight away.
He wouldn't cut. He wouldn't.
He couldn't hold
He
anyone's eye contact when they
wouldn't
were
make
there.
nobody's eyes. So I was like,
I wanted to say,
I
at the end,
thought-
when he was having to go at me at the end,
Because
was
I know
gonna say,
deep
instead
down,
of being
like you said,
why are
doesn't
you a bully?
dislike
Why
me.
don't you
He's
stand
doing
up
it
when you wrote that
for a
Lauren?
game because he wants to other people dislike me and think, oh yeah.
That's so bullshit, though.
And I'm like, but that's fine. If I've got to go, I'll go.
(10:35 p.m. Audley has something on his mind.
So, listen, James, I wanted to ask you something, my friend.
Yeah, go on.
Finish washing up.
Lauren was rather upset, and I know you've spoken to her. And
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was very shocked.
Yeah.
When they said that you're the guy that wrote that
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
pretty, like.
Why are you shocked? Why would you be shocked, of all people?
I was surprised that you didn't stand up when I heard it was you.
Because I didn't stand up on purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah, because I
But
wanted
I
to
looked
see
at
the
you,
reaction.
I looked at everybody, and I looked at you, and you were looking everywhere.
Yeah.
But that was brutal. You know how brutal that was. So what do you mean a reaction?
Because I wanted to see how she'd react.
Well, you saw she was
Yeah,
very
exactly.
hurt. She was very
kind of
hurt.
backfired.
So you wasn't expecting her to be hurt?
Not like
Was
that,
brutal?
no. But I did it in my way. That was my choice, and it's actually none of your business. Yeah. We spoke about it.
It was just
the
underhanded.
conversation wasn't about you.
No, I know it wasn't about me. It was about Lauren.
It
I
was.
just felt,
and we've spoken about
and
it.
I just found out about it.
Yeah.
And obviously, as we're all in a
Yeah.
public space, I can talk about
You
it.
can talk about it.
And it was just like, wow, it was James.
Are
It
you
was
trying
like,
to be more interesting now or something? Is that
No,
what you're
no,
trying to do?
no.
Rather than just as
No,
George said, work out. cook, and then sleep.
Well,
Are you trying to get involved now and be a bit more... Is that what you're trying to do?
No, that was just
Are you
something I
sure?
had. I'm just defending.
Are you sure? Okay, no, that's fine. But are you trying to
Lauren.
become more interested now?
Yeah,
Is that
I'm
what you're
boring.
trying to do?
No, I'm
because
not.
it won't work, mate.
It won't.
You were boring on Strictly.
You had
boring
an
in here.
opportunity. No, I just thought that just showed a little bit of cowardness. You're not standing up straight away.
And by you trying to stand up for her now, if you're trying to make yourself look like the big man that you think
Not
you
at all.
are, you're not.
No, I'm not trying to make myself.
You're not.
I just
and you
thought that
don't
was very
intimidate me,
insulting.
and you don't need to
I
keep
know,
pointing at
I'm
me.
not
'cause it's
intimidated.
very
I'm doing the
rude when
same
you
thing you're
point to
doing. I'm
people.
doing the same thing you're doing. Not
Yeah?
pointing. That's not. I'm doing that. You're doing that. I'm doing that.
No,
We're
I
both
wasn't doing that. But
Push
you
you are.
started it, so now I'll finish it.
James,
You're
I
boring,
think
you always
everybody's
will be.
seen you had an opportunity to stand up and you didn't.
No,
so
I
your
didn't.
excuse of
And don't you
I had
think-
my own reasons. People already
Don't you
figured it
think
out.
people at home, when they were watching it, I would have known that my name would come
Yeah,
up
of
on the
course
bottom?
you would
James
have
said
known.
this. Of course you do. I'm not, mate. Like unlike you, I'm quite an intelligent
Yeah,
person.
okay, James. Yeah, sure.
So,
Sure.
but anyway,
I think people would have figured it out.
mate, you're gonna
Lauren
look
was
so
think-
much
Lauren-
fun.
Yeah.
You are. You're gonna look so
I'm
much
not,
more
but
fun
I don't
now.
need to be fun. I'm not trying to be
I
fun.
know you're not.
I'm not trying
You're
to
trying
be
to be
fun.
the next world champion, right?
Yeah.
No.
And you're trying to be the next TV presenter.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
You've done well.
You've done really well as well.
You've done
At
great.
least people know you can cook.
At least people know you can't cook.
I can't. I said that when I came in the house.
I know. That's what we call good for nothing.
Yeah.
Ah, that was. Ooh. James had an opportunity to stand up. He didn't stand up. Brutal.
Brutal. I am brutal. I'm brutal.
You are brutal.
I
You
am.
are brutal. You are.
I am. Maybe if you was a bit more like me, maybe you'd win a few fights.
True. That's true. I've won 31. I'm happy with that.
Wins. Gary's had 32 lifetimes. 1-0 Busey. OK, let's get serious. It's home time for one of our housemates. You have been voting since yesterday, and the results are in. It's time to talk to the house. Celebrity Big Brother house, this is Emma.
Hi, Emma. Love you, Kate. Love you, Jack.
Audley. Edel. Kelly. Stephanie. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. For the last 2 days, the British public have been voting to save. I can now reveal the housemate with the fewest votes, and fourth to be evicted is... Stephanie. Stephanie, you have lost your place in the Celebrity Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
I love you. Oh my God. Babe. Oh, James is gonna be mad. I'll see you next week. Bye, Audley. Good luck. Love you, Rex. Oh, love you. Love you, Kelly. Good luck. It's okay. You know how happy I am. You know. You know.
Stephanie,
Bye, Gary.
you have been evicted.
All right.
Please leave the Celebrity Big Brother house. Stephanie, please leave immediately.
I love you guys. I'm gonna do laundry.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Californian Girl. After the break, we'll be chatting to Stephanie about germs, George, and going off at Gary. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother and the fourth live eviction. I'm joined by our latest evictee, Stephanie.
You've had a lot of love. Oh, I know. It was so. It was like walking into a party. I like being evicted.
You've come out the house, but you've come out to quite a few cheers, which happens quite rarely.
Oh, that was really
thing.
nice. Yeah.
Are you surprised that you're sat here? 6 people up tonight.
I am, and I'm not. Every time I've been nominated, I could definitely see valid reasons why I should be evicted. But to be honest, the group that was up for nomination tonight, we all thought and maybe hoped that it was another pair. So.
Pair?
Yes. Am I the only eviction tonight?
We'll have to wait and see. Why do you think you weren't saved? Why do you think nobody wanted to save you?
Thanks.
In the nicest possible way.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it got really annoying to watch my germ problems. I would hate me.
It's pretty full on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or it seems to be pretty.
It's full on in that house.
Pretty full on.
That house is gnarly.
Yeah. Well, let's get to that. Gary was the person who nominated you, and his reasons were, you know, he wanted you to be comfortable because you are a germaphobe and outside would surely be better than in that house. So do you think that was a fair reason from him?
Gary insinuated that I should be in a mental hospital. He was like, you should go where there are white walls. I was like, okay, I know what you're saying. Straight jacket.
It's kind of a strange environment, though, for a germaphobe to go into.
I just thought
it's like, your brother's been there. He knows how dirty it is.
He told me that cooking is the dirtiest thing in the world in that house, which is the most true thing he's ever said to me in his life. I just thought there was a dishwasher.
Right, yeah, no, there's no dishwasher. Well, there's 14 people to do the dishes. So
Dirty
there's kind
hands
of a
everywhere.
lot of dishwasher. But even aside from the cooking and a dishwasher, the house as a whole, the bathroom is great. You know, we've all kind of seen it. There's hair everywhere. So what a strange environment for you to want to go into.
Yeah.
Why?
I think I've really grown as a person. I had a really cheesy chat in the diary room one day when I was like, you know, before I was having breakdowns, screaming at Gary. I mean, that was real. He really did have poop on his hand. That was real. And, like, it was beyond. You can't even imagine what it was like living with him. And then, like, this whole week, it's just been, I was laying on the floor at one point.
So you feel like you got over it a little bit?
So much. And, like, I got emotional in the diary room. I've really changed.
Okay. Well, you just mentioned Gary there. You did have your ups and downs with him. Let's take a look at the two of you.
Uh-oh. As I got to know you, I started thinking that you were really manipulative and full of shit. You keep saying how you're becoming a better person. And
That's true.
Shut up, Gary! Fuck, you drive me nuts.
You
are
say
a
that.
disgusting human being, and I cannot live with you. You are my worst nightmare, and I feel like I'm in hell.
He's an old man. If you're talking to somebody and you stand over them and you shout, and they look like the victim.
Big Brother thinks that your treatment of Gary could be perceived to be unacceptable, and Big Brother doesn't tolerate unacceptable behaviour.
His behavior just turned me into a bully, and I take full responsibility for that. Gary, I'm really sorry for yelling at you.
I didn't take it seriously, honey.
So, we saw you get a warning because of the way that you were with Gary. We've also seen that you guys are kind of getting on a little bit better now, but whilst you were watching that, you did look quite shocked. Do I presume that's at yourself?
Yeah, that's really scary.
Did you not think that when you were in it and that was happening, did it not feel like that?
No, it did. It absolutely, I will never forget that night. I mean, because he does interrupt every second, and I was just trying to get out my nomination, and I remember it being just, I wanting to scream, but watching it is really scary. I've never seen myself look so aggressive.
So is it regrettable, do you think?
Absolutely.
I mean, we obviously
Absolutely.
saw you say that in the diary room as well.
Yeah.
But why does he wind you up so much? Because it's not just you. We do hear the other housemates say that he's quite infuriating at times. But as you can probably tell by the reaction he gets, he's quite liked out here.
Yeah.
So what is it about him that winds people up?
Well, I was actually probably the most excited when I heard that he was coming to the house because...
He's a legend.
Yeah. In America, like, completely. He's really mean. And every single housemate will say this when they come out. If you're standing there, he'll push you, and then it'll be like, Gary, like, you pushed me, just say, excuse me. And he'll be like, it's my knee. But, like, every single day, like, Lauren gets pushed every single day in the bathroom because his drawer, he just pulls it out in front of her, and she's like, okay. And so he's physical.
Right.
And then just rude. He says really mean things. Like, to Leslie, who was here, Leslie's an actor. He kept on coming down to Leslie every time that casting agent thing was going on, and he'd be like, you're terrible at this. And Leslie is like this sweet little gay man who's just like, woo! You know, he says really mean things. Like, yesterday, he was like, what's your favorite food? And I said, pizza. And he goes, how do you eat pizza? It's full of bacteria. Like, he's just like, come on, Gary. Just, if you want to sit here.
Made up, though. From what we've seen, things seem to be much better between you than they were.
I'm working on my temper presently.
So the house has helped you in a couple of ways, which is good.
Many ways.
Okay, so we know you don't like germs and you're not too keen on Gary, but someone who
Gary
you
just
dislike...
he's not a good person. He's really manipulative. Like, yesterday, he was wearing pajamas, and we were like, Gary, it's Wednesday, and we were like, get dressed for Eviction. He goes, I'm not going anywhere.
Well, maybe he's
not, but...
listen, let's move on to somebody else, because we talked about Gary quite a lot. Somebody whose germs you didn't mind and who you really liked, and that was George. So what is it about George that you like so much? And in what way do you like George?
I love George as a friend, as a very, very dear friend.
I think that's definitely the way it came across. I think you seemed quite honest with him about your feelings towards him. Although I do think he probably liked you in a different way. Do you think that's fair?
No, I really don't think so.
Oh, I think so.
No, we would talk about it. Look
Really?
how cute he is, yeah.
I think he does quite like you. Could anything ever happen?
I just don't look at him like that.
No?
No, and he already told me that if I ever date a mean guy, he's gonna beat them up for me. So we already talk about the future.
He loves you. What about Audley? How are things with you and him now? Because we've seen you obviously clash, especially last weekend.
Oddly, I mean, the problem is James and I are both very honest and upfront, which is really bad. James and I both have bad tempers. We're both Aries.
Yeah, and you were very close as well, and that kind of maybe brought out the worst in each other, possibly.
Yeah. But oddly, he says a lot of things to stir the pot and wind people up.
As does James.
But James does it like this.
He does it in other ways as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not witnessed that, but Audley does it in like a very serious, spiritual way.
But Audley also does. Last week, for example, when you were getting ready and there was that he was in bed, he was kind of going, I'm joking, and he was winking at everybody in the other room and smiling, but you really thought he was
Well, that's because
serious.
every day I was walking by him and go, I thought we were buddies. I thought we were buddies.
Do you think maybe they're both as bad as each other because they're so competitive with each other?
They're both really nice. I think it's just... I think they have a past from Strictly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. On that note, we'll leave it right there. Thank you so much.
Thank
Here
you.
It's Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
I think Stephanie is very sweet. She's like California girl.
I think she's really, really hilarious, and she gets the British humour.
More fought in it.
More fought in it. Just quit.
You quit, bitch.
Just all perving out.
She's really funny and she's really sweet.
How are you? Yeah, good, that's all right.
George, would you like to be more than friends with Stephanie?
I don't think so. I think she'd be really hard work.
I've already had my head in a glass of poo. I've already had to eat really gross things.
Shut up, Gary! You're naked every day. We're sick of seeing your cock and balls. You are my worst nightmare, and I feel like I'm in hell.
Big Brother doesn't tolerate unacceptable behaviour.
I messed up.
Get Stephanie out. Get Stephanie out.
Just stop being such a prick.
If you've got attitude problem, you can't get on with people. That's your problem.
How do you feel right now?
Ugly and stupid.
I'm starting to cry.
I got on with her from day one.
No! Every day she gets better and better.
I'm gonna go to therapy when I get out of this house.
What, you weren't going already?
My time in the Big Brother house has been so much freaking fun. It's been awesome.
Thank you. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh my God, I love that.
Good. We'll send you a copy. Don't worry about it.
There were so many good moments.
Would you like to know a secret?
Okay.
I think you kind of already know anyway. Tonight is a double.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
else is following you out. We'll be back with another eviction right after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother, and it's time for the second eviction of the evening. Oh, before the break, you decided that it was game over for Stephanie. But what the remaining celebrity housemates don't know is that Audley, Adele, or Kelly will soon be following her out of that door. You have been voting since yesterday, and the results are in. It's time to talk to the house. Celebrity Big Brother house, this is Emma. Hi, Emma. Please take your seats on the sofa.
Who are they chanting?
Party's stirring!
Kelly. Love you, Dad.
Love you, Mummy, Dad. Love you, Sheep. Love you, David.
Love you, Ryan Maroney.
Tonight is a double eviction. Audley. Adele. Kelly. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. For the last 2 days, the British public have been voting to save. I can now reveal the housemate with the fewest votes and fifth to be evicted is... Kelly. Kelly, you have lost your place in the Celebrity Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
All right?
You
okay now?
see you on the outside, yeah?
Love you, all right? And I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Strong, all right?
You look amazing, by the way.
You look lovely, all right? Kelly, you be strong.
Kelly, you have been evicted.
Show me who you are right now.
Please leave the Celebrity Big Brother house.
Okay? You be strong.
Of course I.
Kelly.
You're very strong.
Speak up. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good job.
Celebrity Big Brother battlefield. We'll be talking tears, tantrums and talent after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother and the 5th live eviction. I'm joined by our latest evictee, Kelly! I find it bittersweet. I'm glad you're here so that we can chat, but also I've loved you in the house. So,
Thank you.
So it's you know, kind of good and bad for me personally. But are you gutted to be out? We did see you say quite a lot in the first couple of weeks. You want to go, you want to go, you feel like leaving. But recently, you wanted to stay. You were waging war on James.
I don't even remember going into the house. I went into the house, like, drunk.
Bit of Dutch courage.
Yes, I've come out very strong and I've come out sober. It's been like rehab.
We do like to think of ourselves like that, Kelly.
And I've learnt a lot about myself and I've learnt to accept myself, and I really hope the British public have learnt a lot about the transgender issue and they will accept me and respect me when I go out into the public, and not only me, respect other transsexual people.
I think you've done a lot for that. I really, really do. It was an extremely brave thing for you to do, going into the house at all. So what have the last 19 days been like for you?
They've been interesting. Like, Dee's been fantastic with me. Lauren's been fantastic. You know, she's going to take me on a few nights out. I think there's a little bit of an age gap, but I'm going to go because I'm going to enjoy it.
Has it helped you with your journey of discovery
completely.
and the journey that you're on?
I've come out feeling completely fulfilled. I've buried a lot of Frank. I want to keep a little bit of Frank, but the arrogant side of him that sort of appeared a couple of times when I got mad with my little friend Leslie, when I got mad with Frenchie, and I'm really looking forward to joining up with Frenchie and Leslie in the next couple of days and having a night out with them.
Good. Because Frenchie, she was here the other night and she said that she is going to rip London up.
I believe that of Frenchie.
Yeah, I believe it as well. You received 5 nominations this week. Were you shocked by any of them and the people that gave them?
No, I mean, a couple of them kept using the same one, that I wanted to get out of the house. And I accept the first week, 7 or 8 days, I pleaded with Big Brother to open the door to let me run out. I couldn't handle it. But I grew in confidence. I grew with the support of the other housemates, and they helped me through it, and they helped me learn a lot about myself. And
well, it must have been a huge adjustment for you.
Yeah, for 2 years, I've totally lived a very private life, very quiet. The only people in my life have been my family and my dogs, who I've missed very much, and I'm glad that I'll be able to walk them for hours like I used to.
Kelly, we saw you talking to them in the pod. We saw that happen. Right, somebody we have to talk about is James. You've had quite a difficult relationship with him recently. Before we talk about him, let's have a look at the two of you.
Kelly, why every time someone nominates you, do you say, I'm gonna walk from the show? If you wanna walk, just fucking walk!
The more I'm around that James, the more I want to knock his lights out.
There's some nasty people in this house. Why are you in such a bad mood, Kelly? You got out of bed the wrong side?
He's an arrogant arsehole.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
No, he hasn't got a chip. He's got a sack of King Edward potatoes.
She doesn't like me. I don't like her. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
I don't like the way you speak about people. I don't like the way you talk behind people's back.
I don't talk behind anyone's back, darling.
I'm going to run up them stairs quicker than you've ever seen anyone.
Nice to spend 2 weeks with you too.
Thank heavens we won't have to meet once we leave the house.
Oh, definitely, that will not happen. I have friends on the outside world which you maybe don't have, and I have a family that care about me.
You're an excuse for a human being.
I know. I don't think she's got the education to be able to sustain a decent argument.
So he is a character that divides opinion. How would you describe James?
I think he's actually a lost soul. Today we had counselling. And
we haven't seen that yet.
So,
no, it's fine. You can talk about that.
And James actually admitted that he does have a problem being accepted because he was a dancer. And I actually said in the counselling, James, there's a lot of Frank Maloney in you. Because of my gender issues, I was fighting all the time. I was arrogant. I wanted to be the kingpin. And he actually admitted, being a dancer, that he was called a lot of names, that he was criticised growing up. And before I left, well, after the first eviction, he came up to me and gave me a cuddle and said, do you know what, you're an amazing person, Kelly. Things that's happened in the house, I've just been in the house,
I really would like to meet you outside. We shook hands and we buried the hatchet, not in each other.
That was just before you left?
Yes.
But so why do you think he's being like that in the house, but he wouldn't be like that outside of the house? Do you think that... Is he being Mr Nasty in the house as a character, do you think?
Well, I think if he was voted out tonight, the house would be so peaceful, there'd be no nasty person in there. Gary's a little bit nasty. I think Gary's very diplomatic the way he's playing the game. You know, out of everyone, I think Gary is the most disliked out of all the housemates by the housemates, which is a sad thing to say, but he is quite rude. He has upset a lot of people. James is just James. You know, he might come out a better person, like I'm coming out a better person.
Right. So do you think the experience will change him? You've said that you had a counselling task today, which we haven't seen yet. So do you think that task may help him?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, he's got to bury a lot of aggression he's got in him, a lot of wanting to be the top dog. I mean, he's in there with two boys that are very funny and are young and trendy.
Yeah.
And in a way, he wants to be like them, but, you know, he's 36, 37. He's got to grow up.
We're all getting on, aren't we? We've all got to grow up.
I'm getting younger. The hormones are working wonders.
Yes. It all kicked off the other day in the survey task.
Did it? Oh.
Do you not remember the survey task?
I can't remember. It was quite a blur, a lot of issues in there.
We saw that tonight, so that was yesterday for you. And he seemed quite brutal. You know, when you had to write down what you thought about people, and then decide whether you would acknowledge that it was you or not.
Yeah.
Watching it, it seemed pretty full on. What was it like being in there with it, and how is it now afterwards?
Well, it's all quieted down, but he showed one side of being a bully because I believe he made that remark about me using my gender issue which is a total lie, and being bitchy. I've never used my gender issue to gain support in the house. I can honestly say that. But he made a remark about the one about Lauren getting her tits out and things like that. And he actually came up, because he realised after he came up and made the peace with...
He did apologise to
Yes, yes.
He didn't apologise to you.
He wasn't brave enough to stand up and face it. That is the mentality of a bully. And unfortunately, you know, unless he changes, he will have a bully's attitude all the time.
Why do you think he didn't apologise to you or Audley?
Because
he said it to your face, maybe?
Yeah, but I still think he was one who made the remark about me being bitchy and didn't stand up to that. Whatever I said, I stood up to everybody. I don't have a problem. If you write something, you've got to be able to stand up and be woman enough or man enough to be counted. So, you know, everything I said, I stood up and said it.
Yeah, said it to people's faces.
Yeah.
OK, let's move on to... how you got on in the house, all your other housemates. We talked about James quite a lot, and with Stephanie we talked about Gary quite a lot. In the diary room you said that quite a few of your housemates had helped you. Who do you think helped you the most?
I think Dee, Lauren and Adele were very helpful.
We saw you a lot with Dee. What is it about her, do you think? Why did you click?
She's got this sort of... she's a bit younger than me, but I like to think she's older than me.
She's very motherly, isn't she? She's nurturing.
She's very motherly, and she's fantastic. She held the house together. I think there's a lot more of Dee that the public are not seeing. She is a very nice person, and she cares about all the house people.
I think that's coming across. It's definitely coming across. You also said that the girls had really helped you. In what way?
Well, they've helped me accept myself. They taught me about doing my nails, doing my Lauren helped me so much with my makeup.
We saw Lauren doing your makeup.
Yeah, and, you know, she said we're going to go out and, you know, build a friendship when we come out, and I really appreciate that. It's been really helpful. She talked to me about dates and things like that, which is a little bit off my agenda at the moment.
All in good time, Kelly, all in good time.
But, yeah, they were all fantastic. To be honest, all the housemates were good. Adele was lovely as well. I mean, she's a very sweet girl.
Are you happy that you did it?
When I went in, I wasn't. I am now. As I said, I went in...
You did seem petrified when you went in.
I don't even remember talking to him, I'm sorry.
No, I know, but even when you got in there, I was just like, oh, no, bless her. She's going to be OK.
I think I would have probably been better if I went in there 6 months down the road, but I've done it, and I've come out a very strong person, and my character's been built.
Good. Kelly, thank you so much. You've been absolutely brilliant, and I do think you have helped teach a lot of people who've been watching, so thank you.
Thank you.
Here are your best bits.
call you Kelly?
Yeah, if you want to get paid for your next fight.
I couldn't imagine coming in here in that situation. Good luck to her.
Life is so different as a woman, isn't it?
I've always been one.
You've always been a woman.
Kelly has got to be one of the bravest people I've ever met.
Your tongue is still as fucking sharp as it always been.
I've not had a brain transplant, just a body modification.
We're a complete set of strangers and we've all accepted her.
Now, the second person that I'm going to nominate, Kelly. I'm a little uncomfortable living with you in the house.
If I feel it would make you uncomfortable, that's fine, Audley. Piss off.
I'd like to go home, please.
I've never felt like this. I've never felt so weak and vulnerable.
If you want to walk, just fucking walk.
He's an arrogant arsehole.
She is nasty.
Just don't like your company, James.
Oh, that's all right.
Don't like the way you speak about people. Do me a favour, don't talk to me. Do not cross me.
Frank was a cocky little fucker. I prefer Kelly.
Action.
I don't mean to be flirty, but I wouldn't have kissed Frank.
I can see the genuine person in there. If she's shining the light, I think a bright light will shine back at her.
What the hell's going on here? Don't eat my beautiful face. I made friends and I felt part of the community of the house, and it's helped Kelly Maloney become a person again and accept herself.
Come here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Go see friends and family. Thanks, Kelly. So, only 8 celebrities remain as we enter the home straight. Next week, it'll be a fight to the finish as Big Brother turns the screws and piles on the pressure. Who's going to make it all the way to the final? Maybe, maybe not. You'll have to stick around to find out. Now, up next, in a change to the scheduled programming, we pay tribute to a comedy legend and dear friend of Channel 5 who sadly passed away last night, Joan Rivers. See Joan at her best in the Joan River position with special guest Graham Norton. That's going to be followed at 11:05 by Bit on the Side with Rylan.
I'm definitely going to be watching that Joan Rivers show, Double Bubble, tonight. We're going to be getting our teeth into Stephanie and Kelly with the help of comedian Chrissy Rock, the gorgeous Kim Marsh and My Louisa. So, hurry yourself up and get down here, girl! Come on!
As ever, the Big Brother website has all your latest house news. The highlight show will be back tomorrow night at 9:15, and we'll see you on Wednesday for another live double eviction. Thank you. Good night.
They were lace shorts.
They were wicked, though.
They were gorgeous.
They were wicked. I'm so gutted she's gone.
I am as well, you know.
Sorry?
I am as well.
Yeah,
Probably
I
not as
found her,
much
like,
as like,
hilarious.
I really liked her.
Yeah, I found her hilarious. Well, she's your bedmate.
Someone who spends 400 quid on lunch ain't going to worry about 250 quid for a pair of shorts.
Come on, disappear off the board.
You're not comfortable until it does.
They're nice, actually, aren't they?
Not comfortable, it's not fucking green light, because I'm
Did you have one of them before?
Smoke.
It's the first time I've had one.
Drink, bad.
Krispy Kreme?
And I
No.
want to get this skirt
I mean,
off,
have you had
put some
one of them in
buttons
this
on,
house?
denim
Oh,
effect.
yeah, I've had 3. Oh, that's the
My
first
hair
time I've
up.
eaten one in this house. Yeah.
Bathroom yesterday.
Oh, hold on,
nice.
story.
I found it.
Hey?
You found that.
In the toilet.
Yeah.
Is it L'Oreal?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're the last 3 women.
Yeah, right numbers.
Oh, jeez.
Huh?
You got a 6 together.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, they've gone.